is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Robinson against Griffin. Stolen by Robinson. Lets it go from 14. Poke loose. Pistons trail by 17. Here's Galloway. The shot off that time. Murray with the defensive effort. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Golden State moving it around. The shot. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. The second effort, and it's good on the layup. He's got 39.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jackson dishes to Galloway. His three-pointers off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Case has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm."
Free throw good, Green. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
Russell is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Draymond Green. That's the Warriors' 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Look at Curry. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Galloway, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pistons trail by 19. To the middle. And then Griffin with the dunk.
How about the confidence from the big fella? Griffin taking pleasure in tormenting the defense, feeling really comfortable shouldering the offense. A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Down low. The pass to Snell. Takes the 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
And it's Russell in the corner. Again, Golden State.
And this is what D'Angelo Russell does out here, right? He's a dynamic scorer who doesn't lack for confidence.
Here's Galloway. Stolen by Thompson. Burks on the wing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Jackson down low. The turnaround. The shot comes out. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Took him no time at all on that one.
You know, the ability to stop and pop on a moment's notice is what makes him so deadly from that part of the floor.
Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doesn't go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Outside, Green. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. 7 points for Thon Maker.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Fades away. And too long on the shot.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Nice shot by Thompson.
It takes nice touch that close to the rim. And Klay Thompson, yes, he's got that in his game too.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Here's Maker. They shoot again, and stolen by Murray. Pass to Chris. Golden State moving the ball around. Good, he hits again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Top of the key, Griffin. Here's Mikhailuk. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his third assist on the night. Murray outside. And it's Russell in the corner. Outside Robinson to the paint.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Kevon. Free throw good. Murray. Russ, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Jackson passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Passes it to Chris. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside Jackson. The kick out to Brown. The 3-ball. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Griffin, no one around him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Now here's Frazier. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. Not many guys in the league are triple-double threats, but you put one up tonight, boy. Woo-wee. Is there more where that came from?
Nah, come on, Shaq, man. You know what I'm trying to accomplish. That triple dub. That's my goal every night. And that's why they give me so much freedom. They trust that what I'm doing out here, by design tonight, it's gonna be great. Plus, y'all in the media love talking about triple doubles, right? You love it.
I'm not a media man, but yes, I do love it.
Hey, Che, your shoe guy and his girlfriend are here, and she's apparently like the president of your fan club, and I guess he's shy now because he wants me to introduce you to her, so here I am.
That's my dude. Let's do it.
Okay, great. Yeah. Follow me.
Thank you.
Really strong play from Che recently, but I want to talk about something I like to call perspective.
Okay, say it with me, everyone. Stop
Big win
hating Hank.
No. Look, I'm not here to tell you Che's a bust. I'm not here to tell you he's no good, but I am here to tell you that he hasn't done anything yet.
Nothing? Way harsh, Hank.
Look, you know I love Che. I think he's got all the potential in the world. But when I see people out here talking like he's a Hall of Famer already, look, I gotta pump the brakes. I'm sorry. Can we let the kid earn it first, or what? Greatness is about consistency. And until he proves that he can do it again and again, year after year, let's hold off on anointing him.
Do not anoint. Do not pass go. Do not.
Now you're on a new team with the Portland Trail Blazers. Is it time to get that 2K rating up?
Of course, I got shooters with me. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. That they had a really good season last year. They ended up losing in the Western Conference Finals. I want to take them further.
What's the goal 2K rating at the end of the season?
89, 90. I think I can be that high.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. Welcome to 2K Sport. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson is capable of being a prototypical go-to guy. But his role in Golden State is more restrained. Klay said, "I don't care. I get paid handsomely in a great place, and we compete for championships year in and year out." From day one,
he loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with two conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it, the coaches feel it, us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Alec Burks. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley and Dedmon playing together in the front court. And it's Joseph in at the point guard. Now, here's Joseph. Five on the clock. Outside, Bagley. And he's good on the 3 ball. Bagley's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Kings. Curry passes to Thompson. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Burks in the corner. It's tipped and stolen by Dedmon. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Joseph. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. Over Joseph. Curry gets the bucket.
Love the work Steph puts into his game. Accurate from every spot on the floor.
Outside, Joseph. And the pass to Barnes. He can't get that one, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Now here's Hield. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Here's Hield. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Back to Curry. Shoots it up. Good on the jump shot.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They trail by one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Great D that time from Green.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Burks' shot is good.
That's where Burks has shown he can be efficient shooting the ball with the catch and release.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
On the wing, Hield. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And it's good, 2 points.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
On the wing, Hield. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Kings trail by 4. Joseph looking around. Hield against Burks. Hield kicks to Joseph. And the three ball is good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it. And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Now here's Hield. He has 5. Burks with the steal. It's stolen by Bagley. Dedmon in the high post. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's something you cannot have defensively. Allowing Dedmon to power through contact for the potential and one.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Now, here is Russell. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit. Pass to Burks. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Bounce pass, Russell. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Joseph dishes to Barnes. Now Dedmon. His last outing, he had 8 points. On the wing, Barnes. Hit by Green. They get it back. Bagley, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Bagley against Burks. Right side, Russell. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. Puts it up from 12. Warriors with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Scooped up. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
Here's Joseph. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Dedmon. Jacks up a three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. At the elbow, Green. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Bagley. Sacramento's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Healed with the bucket. And the Warriors with possession here. Dedmon with the block. They retain possession.
And really, credit Green for getting the favorable position down inside, forcing the D's hand there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Green. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bielitsa comes in. And some changes here for the Kings. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Giles comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Heald subbed in for Joseph. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Well, the spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
Free throw drops for Heald.
We all know Heald can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Both free throws good from Heald.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Giles is out there with Jang. Then there's Buddy Heald. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Kings leading now by 6. Bogdanovich looking around, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Bogdanovich. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. To the middle, here's Barnes. It's tipped. Outside Curry. From about 16, the shot is good off the backboard. Curry's got 8 points.
That is just picture-perfect form from Stephen Curry.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Rebound by Jang.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Warriors trail by 7. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Bagley, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Alec Burks checked in for the Warriors. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
On the wing, Hield. Again, Sacramento.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Curry passes to Burks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Kings leading now by 9. Hield outside. Barnes outside. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
6 to shoot. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 12. Curry with it. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
He stands 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. And here's Jang. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Here's Barnes. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Curry. And it's denied. Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And they pick up 2. He's got 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Here's Looney. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hard-nosed effort from Looney. Definitely an aggressive rebounder.
And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And Barnes comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Here's Bogdanovich. Unable to get that one. Curry with some nice D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Warriors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the Warriors making a change here. Spellman's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And that one is off. And Golden State will come the other way. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Tries yet again. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 18.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Hield left side. And shot on the way. Green for 2 points. Hield's got 10 points in the quarter. Warriors trail by 10. Bagley brings the double team. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That buttery jumper reigning true. Clay's confidence from range, unbelievable.
Now Hield. He's got 17. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Kicks it to Graham. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Hield can't hit. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 7-point differential. And Barnes comes to help. Burks. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Out to the wing. Here's Graham. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 8. Curry passes to Thompson. And that one is hammered home.
You have to remember, Thompson's grown up in a system where sharing the ball is emphasized.
Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. Here's Hield. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Thompson inside the line, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The pass to Graham. From deep, another 3 for Sacramento.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Some changes for Sacramento. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there.
Wonderful D from Draymond. Just so great at contesting shots and making shots uneasy for his opponents.
And that concludes the first half. Kings lead by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Heads up, let's get this done. Che, you heard what Coach said. All right, we see your effort out there. All right, just keep doing what you're doing.
About me, man, I want to win.
All right, we all want to win. All right, but the only thing you can control is you. All right, so just give us a half like you just did, and whatever happens, you know you didn't cheat it. That's all you can do.
All right.
All right.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Alec Burks is out there with Green. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Thompson. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Stolen by Thompson. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Hield. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Joseph. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Curry outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Bagley. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Bagley's got 8 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Back to Curry. Dedmon with the block. But they recover it to the inside. Tries again. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes finds Hield. Joseph has an open look. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Warriors trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And he goes in for the dunk.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
To the paint. Here's Hield. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hield's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And stolen by Dedmon. Joseph up top, guarded by Curry. Here's Dedmon, and again it's Sacramento converted.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors trail by 15. Back to Curry. Down low, deflects the pass. Golden State moving the ball around.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he makes the first. Sacramento making some changes. Gorgie Dang comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. And the Warriors also making a change. Murray's checked in for Burks.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Barnes outside. Passes it to Jang. The 3 from Joseph. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Kings leading now by 14. Over in the corner, Barnes. Shot on the wing. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. That free throw, no good. Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. And the Warriors also making a change. Spellman's checked in. That one misses. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust and they find their way.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Thompson outside. Goes up on the block. And the rejection by Jang. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Murray. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Bagley and Dedmon playing together in the front court. Bogdanovich out there with Hield. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pass to Dedmon. And Bielitsa kicks to Dedmon. 3-pointer. Warriors with the rebound.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marvin Bagley picks one up. Well, nobody gets out in the NBA quite like Klay Thompson, Smitty. He is something else. Wow.
Players can get hot, Kevin, but when Klay gets hot, every shot falls in. The records he set with made threes in a game, 37 points in a quarter, 60 points in 3 quarters. When he gets rolling, it's a treat to watch.
Bogdanovich dishes to Hield. Clock at 6. The pass to Dedmon. Shoots the 3. Here's Bagley. And Bielitsa kicks to Dedmon. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Green up on top. Here's Russell. Second shot opportunity. Sacramento grabs the miss. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hield against Thompson. Bogdanovich passes to Dedmon. Offline with his 3.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Sacramento leading by 23. Hield outside. Dedmon with it. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Connects from 3-point range.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Feeds it to Bagley, and the shot goes in.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Timeout called the Warriors.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
So both teams making some changes here. Warriors have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Shot left block. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. Burks comes in for Murray. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. And the free throw, no good.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Burks against Bagley. Warriors with the rebound. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And here's Joseph for 3. Here's Barnes. That shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The shot by Burks, nobody around. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
Inside, Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Barnes comes to help. And now the Kings fast break. Joseph leading the charge. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Thompson with the bucket.
Okay, looking like his dad Michael on that play. Klay Thompson taking it to the defense.
Joseph against Curry. Healed outside. He kicks it to Dedmon. Fires the three. Kings with the fresh shot clock.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Three-pointer Healed.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
Range that extends out to the parking lot. How do you guard that?
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Joseph. To the middle. Dedmon dishes to Bagley. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Curry finds Thompson. Outside for Curry. Off target with his 3.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Burks with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Pull up Jay. Curry with another miss.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Barnes can't get it to go. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. To the inside. From inside. That misses off the backboard. Kings leading now by 18. Pass to Joseph. And here is Healed. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Burks' shot is good.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Outside, Joseph. Thompson against Barnes. Great D that time from Green.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Timeout called by the Kings.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Corey Joseph.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Bagley brings the double team, and it's Green with the jam.
And a terrific sequence by Green, constantly looking to dunk the ball.
Joseph against Curry. Barnes right side over Thompson. Misses off the right iron.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Fires for three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Outside, Joseph. Nobody near Barnes. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Six to shoot. Down low. Got a piece of it. From deep three-point range, Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. 16-point lead. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Kings shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Steph Curry with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Burks against Barnes. Puts it up.
Burks has all the tools, great size and a high IQ to be a great defender.
And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Joseph kicks to Barnes. And it's blocked. Burks can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 13. Now here's Barnes. Passes it to Dedmon. And it's Joseph in the corner. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one. 12 points for Klay Thompson.
Nice play call. You know Klay's deadly in the catch and shoot game. Get him the rock.
.135 left in the game. The drive by Barnes. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
A second chance effort. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And another shot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here are the Kings now. It's a 10-point game.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Kings.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And a team's depth is always a factor in games like this. And what a tremendous game. Maybe even a bit of a surprise to see the numbers for Joseph.
You love to see this kind of leadership. Directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now Barnes. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
No.
You scored a ton of points tonight, but you guys...
The ball just didn't bounce our way.
You have a my player?
Yeah, I got a my player. He's a 92 right now, so
wow.
we're trying to boost him up a little more and
That's
get a couple more
impressive.
games.
Is he tall? Is he short? Is he
Yeah, he like
guard?
6'10". He like Giannis type. He like Giannis. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. He like really good in transition. He dunks the ball a lot. So
How many more seasons until we get you to your my player rating in 92?
this year going into next year.
Okay.
So the newest name on the injury report is a big one. Jimmy Butler, looking like he's going to be sidelined for a solid chunk of time here.
Ready? The Butler did it.
Do you have a filter, Hornet?
I do not.
Yeah.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's look at the last handful of seasons. D.A., take it away.
Well, for the Golden State Warriors, making 5 straight finals appearances took a toll, mentally and physically. The Warriors played the equivalent of an extra full season in those 5 straight finals runs. Injuries derailed their title hopes in 2019, and they're still recovering. Kevin, they are certain that their championship window remains open.
D.A., they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. Offenses in this league so creative, Clark. A lot of them very hard to stop, and tonight we get to see 2 of these great offenses in this one.
What a treat. The fast pace that these teams play with really wear you down defensively, and the way offenses can space the floor and spread you out, boy, it's fun to watch, but it's certainly hard to defend.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Alec Burks. So Golden State will get the first possession. Golden State moving the ball around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Bledsoe. At the top of the key, Lopez fires from the line. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Curry against Bledsoe. Outside for Curry. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez. And the Bucks with possession. Bledsoe outside. And here's Matthews for the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Wes Matthews is a lethal perimeter scorer and knows how to get himself free, and he's got great range on that shot.
Thompson with it. Matthews covering. Pass to Burks. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Bledsoe looking it over. Pass to Matthews. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game, Greg. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
No good from Bledsoe. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now here's Giannis. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. It's stolen by Green. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6. And here's Bledsoe. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. A 3 from Matthews. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Shoots from 8. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Got that one up quick.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Here's Curry with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Giannis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
First one falls for him. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
What a jam!
Are you kidding me?
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Middleton looking it over. Passes to Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Lopez. Offensive rebound, Bucks. And here's Matthews. The three. That's no good. And now he's missed two and made two. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Clark, here we are in mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gears and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Back to Curry. Inside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Young trying to break free. Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3. Back to Curry for the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. It's tipped. Here's Green. No good. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Giannis outside. The pass to Bledsoe. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. 12 points for him.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Cauley Stein with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Outside Russell. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Russell in the corner. He can't hit that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Down low. Here's DiVincenzo, and he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got 5.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Bucks trail by 6. Giannis outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Young comes over to help. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Hill takes no possessions off, man. Keeping his arms moving at all times and finding ways to come up with steals. Well done.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spellman. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Alec Burks is out there with Draymond Green. That's the Warriors' 5. To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 13. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. He kicks to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Thompson sends it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
From 6 away, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bucks trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Bucks trail by 14. Bledsoe with it. Misses from short range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
On the wing, Giannis. Middleton right side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Milwaukee. Thompson outside. Golden State moving it around. Burks can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 14. Giannis dishes to Bledsoe. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
But they get it back. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Matthews. No good on the three.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Another shot. With the second effort. That one misses. Good D by Lopez. And the shot is good. He has 29.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Matthews, no one around him. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Curry against Bledsoe. Green kicks to Burks. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Bledsoe comes over to help. And no good. Bucks trail by 18. From 12 feet out. Giannis, no good. Burks on the wing. Takes a 3. Green, it's good on the putback.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry on the wing. To the middle. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
And it's Giannis missing. Warriors leading by 19. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
And Matthews kicks to Giannis. Bledsoe outside. Off target from outside.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game. I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Giannis passes to Hill. Young trying to break free. Hill, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Kings. Pass to Connaughton. Young in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
There's the pass to Pascal. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Giannis kicks to Young. Korver gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. Korver's got 8 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 38 in the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good with the triple. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now Middleton, and on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the center.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 21. Bledsoe left side. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Giannis outside. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. The three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Warriors leading by 15. On the wing, Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Yep, that one goes in there. He has 40.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thompson inside the line. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Thompson against Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Tipped away. Lopez right side. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Burks kicks to Curry. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 14.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Giannis. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Lopez over to help, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee now. Bucks trail by 12. Middleton on the wing. From the arc. Drops in the tray. Middleton's got 12 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Alec Burks checked in for the Warriors. That's a 2 from Matthews. The Warriors pull it in.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go with a 3. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Bucks trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bounce pass from Hill. Pass to Connaughton. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. Connaughton's got 8 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Russell with the bucket.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Russell. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Pascal in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Burks. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Good. Nice job down low. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Lopez finds Matthews. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Matthews. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Passes it to Burks. Here's Green. Back to Burks. They double him with Matthews. That one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And that one, good.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And the pass to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Russell passes to Burks. Back to Russell. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Matthews with the steal. To take the lead. And Pascal pulls it down.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
2 points. That one goes. 17 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Timeout called, the Bucks. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Bledsoe. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
They double him with Matthews. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Middleton outside. Back to Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
The Warriors trailing. And Young comes over to help. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And another 3 for Golden State. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Bledsoe outside. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Stephen Curry, who's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Pass to Burks. The tray. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Back to Bledsoe. Back to Matthews. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Matthews has got 9 points in the quarter.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Feeds it to Curry. Over Middleton. Curry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. Bledsoe's got 23 points. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Lopez over to help. Works for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo. No good that time. Golden State's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. The feed to Green. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Matthews is just vicious on the drive. Solid at sprinting all the way inside for the layup. You don't see guys do that as much. They're running to that three-point line. Matthews right to the rack.
Lopez over to help. Here's Burks. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Over in the corner, Matthews. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lopez over to help. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
And really all game long, they've been able to excel with their post game, just dominating on the low block.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now, 5 of 7 from the field. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Second chance shot. A shake. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
No good on that one. He's off on the second.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Shoots. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And Lopez throws it down.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guy.
Curry kicks to Burks. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Green. To the inside. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo up high to stop the alley-oop.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Over in the corner, Green lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Warriors lead by 7.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Middleton. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 7. Inside. And Green slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Outside for Bledsoe. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, you know, at times Bledsoe can just be a guy who takes over games with his scoring.
Curry against Bledsoe. Stolen by Middleton.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
.35 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Thompson from the arc. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing.
That's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Hey, this is Kenny, man. First.
Yo, listen up. I want to
It is top plays time with me, your 2K MC. This week we've got your top heels. Yeah, that's right, the deep shots, all the prayers that you all throw up. And go! Kicking it off with D. Gardner in the wreck, with the chase down swat and throwing it up from full court at the buzzer. Rubbing salt in the wound with that shot. It's already a blowout. Now, it's the man of cola in my team.
Let's set the tone.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And it's happening out at Staples Center, where the Los Angeles Clippers.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Alec Burks. And for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then it's Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Mann in at the one spot. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us. Brent, your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench for a year, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. Here's Thompson after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
More of an instinctual play right there from Draymond. Just anticipated that. He knows where that miss is going. Look, his guys don't miss much, but he gets the ones they do.
Now here's Harrell. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Tries it from 9. Buries the jump shot. He's got 7.
This can make it so much easier for your teammates when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
George passes to Williams. Harrell with it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot by George, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now that's just called working within the offenses. Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision, and then sees the open man.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, look, here's what the Clippers head coach had to say earlier. We discussed the challenge of defending Steph Curry. Coach said it's not just his outside shot. People forget what a terrific finisher he is inside. Kevin, there is no question that people still sleep on that aspect of Steph Curry's game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And the rejection by Harrell. Man passes to Williams. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Curry, good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Burks, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kawhi Leonard.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And when they get to those sweet spots, you can just count it. Each one of them is capable of having that kind of night where it looks like the bucket is about 5 feet wide for them.
So it's the Clippers now. They trail by 14. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
It's good. He's got 11.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
LA's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. George passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Curry battles through traffic and lays it in. Curry's got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
From deep, George. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Leonard with the steal. Floats it up there for Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Tries again. Tries yet again. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
They get it again. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson. From past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Warriors leading by 19. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 13 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change programmable, where they're looking ahead at the schedule, defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Williams passes to Harrell. Leonard on the wing from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Nobody near George. The three-pointer off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season.
Both teams changing it up here. From 6 away, jump shot is good. He's got 15.
Pretty sweet right there. Draymond Green, of course, being unselfish and looking to involve his teammates.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Alec Burks is out there with Green. Williams kicks to George. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's 7 points for Paul George.
Well, Paul George starting to feel real comfortable right now at the three-point line.
Thompson right side. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And stolen by Harrell. Here's the floater. Here's man. It's blocked. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. So it's the Clippers now. Right side, George. Cans the 12-footer. George has got 9 points.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Outside for Curry. Thompson outside. Down low. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Warriors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Clippers shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. In the corner, George with it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 11.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Passes it to Burks. Tries from 10. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Now the Warriors moving it up. Outside for Curry. They grab their own miss. Thompson outside. They double him with George. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, Golden State.
Klay Thompson takes a ton of pride in the catch-and-shoot game. His release is lightning quick.
Pass to Harrell. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Outside Williams. There's the triple. Draymond Green grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Man showing some terrific range. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Leonard attacking. Softly drops in the floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Curry deciding where to go with it. From 6 away. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense. Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
They'll double him with Harrell. They kick it out to Green. Releases. Rebound by Harrell. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Curry on the wing for 3. Drills it from outside. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Man, he's covered by Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Williams for 3. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
Los Angeles has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
His shot's just, it's not there.
Oh, too much.
Look at that.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Now the pass to Curry. Tries from 16. Goes back up. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 22.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. George, no good. The Warriors shooting 45% in quarter number 2. The drive by Green, and that one drops. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Solid decision from Draymond there, seeing a lane and jumping on it in no time.
Pass to Leonard. There's the feed to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Burks in the corner. No good on the triple.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
George passes to Harrell. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harkless has checked in. Passes it to Mann. 6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
That's tipped, and he recovers it. That one goes. Count it. He has 7.
Now, this story in the second quarter much. Different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Out to Thompson. Tries it from 19, and it's in there. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Somewhat remote odds of Klay Thompson missing on that kind of attempt. Just chalk it up.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now, here's Leonard. Leonard down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Mann in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Pass to Curry. Down low. And Green slams it in.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Williams for the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 6.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Burks in the corner. Over George. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 6. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. He's got 16.
Well, tonight it's confident play from Klay Thompson. Exceptional at staying assertive and looking for his opportunities to score.
And it's Leonard missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. It's Harold, top of the key. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, and you've got these options, Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver, who do you go with?
So much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. And not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do, but his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
George, no good on the free throw.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Golden State moving it around. Kicks it to Curry. The pass to Thompson. Curry against George. Puts up a 3, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 16 points.
I don't know how you do it, but you just can't give Steph any room from any distance.
To the paint, here's Harold, and Harold slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 26.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
George with the bucket.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Count that bucket.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Back to Curry, fires at the elbow. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williams with a clean look and a miss there on the triple.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the inside, Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
He's made 1 and missed. Los Angeles, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
Man passes to Williams. Floats it up there for Harrell. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Harkless. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
George is checked in for Los Angeles. Burks, he's checked in for the Warriors. Williams kicks to George. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Here's Green, banked in off the glass. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Draymond's energy, guess what? It's here. It's in the game right now, and he's attacking.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. We've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Russell. And it's Pascal in at the 3 spot. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
That one falls.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. On its way from Burks for 2. They get the rebound.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Pass to Kabengele. Here's Magruder. Jacks up a 3. Chris with the rebound. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. The shot that time not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Podcast, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
To the paint, and stolen by Green. Fast break, here they come. To the wing right side. Lets it go from 14. Good on the bucket. Pascal's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Now George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell. It's George on the wing from downtown. They shoot again. Zubats. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Over to the wing. Shoots it, and it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Robinson finds Curry. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Robinson. Leonard brings the double team. Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 21.
Because Steph moves so well, anytime he can get some separation, he starts to feel once he gets the ball, he's going to find some points.
Green with the block. Only one man back on D. A clear look for Curry. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Outside, George. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Pascal. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Leonard to halt the run.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive.
Spellman the pass to Murray. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year changing franchises. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Shamet with it. Outside, George launches a 3. The shot, no good.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Fires from deep. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
For 3, Murray knocks down the 3 ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Leonard on the wing. From the baseline. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. He gets it in there. 43 points in the game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard on the wing. over Robinson, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They double him with George. Green against Robinson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
LA has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Shamet. Outside Leonard from outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. The Warriors' shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Shamet the pass to Kabengele. Three-pointer, 6 to shoot, and that one's good. Shamet.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Outside Robinson. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. And Chris throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
This one for 3, and it's Shamet missing. To the inside, got a piece of it. Here's Magruder. In the corner, Shamet with it. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Good passing from Magruder there. That's a teammate kind of play.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Shamet. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Robinson left side. He kicks it to Murray. Unloads. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Seven seconds left to play here in the 4th. And here is Shamet. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, it's a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double.
And that's going to do it for tonight.
With the All-Star game coming up, I'm wondering what your favorite part of the festivity.
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to...